I thought I had a different goal from last time when I stopped this, but maybe I'm just really bad at remembering, or I'm really tired, because Aaron's complaining that I've been snoring at night. He says it's a sign that I'm not getting enough sleep overall. What do you know? I'm not sleeping because you're being too cordial to your ex-girlfriend who just showed up and is being a butt. You went to bed early because your husband wants you to get sleep. But would it kill him? Ooh, I can get 28. That's gonna take me to where I need to be. Whoa. He wants... I want to be a better person. Not just for myself, but for Aaron too. For Aaron! He's getting happier, so maybe it's working. That's being a butt. Okay, so creativity to 38. I can do that. Culture, 23, I can do that. So it's like 3 weeks of 5 each. Okay. Or I could be clever. Kind of, a little bit. Okay, let's see. This is culture and romance. This is creativity and culture. Okay, let's visit town. Let's take an art course. Let's go on a nature trail. Let's go, you know what, let's do all 4 of those special thingies. And then let's see, that's gonna get our creativity to 35. And then I could do some housework on Friday. And I could, I guess, get some inspiration on Saturday. And then maybe go to bed early on Sunday. Something like that. Let's see if that works. Or maybe, you know what, yoga class. Let's yoga it up. Alright. Complimented my painting. Feel really at peace. I want to fight crime in spandex. Nothing beats a clean house. What is it they say? Cleanliness is next to godliness. Oh, I wish I could live up to that. Another scene, though. Hello. Abigail. Get out of my house. The doorbell rings, pulling me out of my writing. I close my eyes and rub my temples as I attempt to retrace my thoughts. What? Again? Okay, I'm pretty sure I wasn't writing about chocolate, but that's the only thing that's coming to mind. What is this? Save. Can I not skip? Eating a piece of chocolate. That's weird. We already had this. Okay, well, I guess I'll make my grand entrance again. Girl, he taken, back away. I just wanted to yell at you again. This is so weird. I wonder why I did that. Did I, like, progress his affection a little too far? Very, very weird. Did I forget to save? You notice her boobs? I sulked for the rest of the evening. And could he still have feelings? That is so weird. I don't know what happened there, but shenanigans happened. Here I was all excited. Okay, so I can take off one of these creativities. Probably the get inspiration one I don't need. I could read on Sunday instead. I'll get my culture to where it needs to be. I guess I could write on Friday. And that'll get everything to where it needs to be. Okay, sure. Why not? So many ideas. Wait, the credits are rolling? Did I accidentally fall asleep? Hope Aaron didn't notice. He'll want me... I wrote a paragraph. Progress is progress, right? Spent some time in the library and found a few interesting looking books, but went home early because I felt overwhelmed. I guess I was tired. Let's see. 38, 23, 11. Okay. I guess I'm tired. Now she's complaining about being tired. So we'll sleep early a couple of days. And then we'll write. And I guess probably write one, or maybe we'll go for a run. Okay. Come to bed. I'm not tired at all. Wah. I wrote a lot of words that don't suck. Yeah. Celebration. Feels good to go for a run every once in a while. Not only do I feel healthier, but I also saw a lot of squirrels. Yes. Aaron, I got your thing done, like, with weeks to spare. Let's see. Oof, my social's gonna be down. Let's write and go for a run. Or maybe yoga class. Yeah, you know what? I'll just do a couple of yoga classes because she never complains about doing her yoga. Slogged away and made some decent progress. I'll file today under win. I wrote a lot of words that don't suck again. Woohoo! 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 Okay, now we should get a new scene. I feel like I've finally gotten into a groove. Praise the maker. I pause, taking another sip of coffee, then continue clacking away on the keyboard. Clack, 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 clack. I haven't written this fervently in a while. This feels so good. Suddenly the screen goes black. In fact, everything goes black. Tell me that you saved that before it went off. I blink, then take a moment to look around the shadowy office. Did the power go out? I ease out of my chair, cursing as I try to recall the last time I saved my document. We all been there. I hope I don't have to retype all of that. As I enter the living room, I glance at the tabletop grandfather clock Osher bought us as a wedding gift. Tabletop grandfather clock. Aaron usually gets home around this time. All of a sudden, an image of Aaron trapped in the powerless elevator bursts into my head. In it, no one can hear his cries for help. He's wasting away there for days until finally, after going so long without food or water, No! He has a phone, girl. I frantically fling open the apartment door and emerge in the complex's hallway. Abigail is there too, standing just a few doors down in front of her apartment. She's lingering in front of her door, keys in hand. She looks as if she were just leaving. Waiting for him to come home? It's a power outage. I'm not blind. Abigail gives a tiny, indignant huff, then regains her composure. I just got off the phone with the super, and he says that they're working on the power line. The power should be out for a few hours. Anyway, I'm off to a club or something. No power is just so boring. She tosses the keys into her oversized purse and flounces down the hallway and enters the stairwell. Moments later, Aaron emerges from the same stairwell. Aaron, you're alive! What? Of course I am. I fling my arms around his neck and kiss him. Man, what have I got to do to get a greeting like this every time I come home? Anyway, I just saw Abigail in the stairwell. Were you two fighting? Why are you in the hallway? The power went out, so I came out here to make sure you weren't stuck in the elevator or something. Oh. He looks around at the hallway with new eyes, noting the lack of fluorescent light. Guess that's why the lamps are out, huh? Didn't even notice. Wow, oblivious this one. I had a long day, so forgive me if I'm not as sharp as usual. I take Aaron's briefcase from him and we both enter the apartment. He plops down on the couch and places his forearm over his eyes, then releases a heavy sigh. I notice the sun looming on the horizon outside, coloring everything with an orange hue. It'll be completely dark in less than an hour. How long did Abigail say the power outage would last again? 2 hours? I retrieve candles from the hutch in the dining room and begin lighting them. One is aromatic, whereas the others are an assortment of tea lights and candlesticks. What is that? Do I smell clean laundry? No, that's just the candle. It's clean cotton scented. Who buys a cotton scented candle? Germaphobes? It was a gift. From who? Oh, sure, probably. Oh, that makes sense. Silence lingers and I take a moment to appreciate the soft candlelight gently illuminating Aaron's features. That was a very strange scroll. His taut forearm stretches across his face, hiding his piercing silver eyes. I guess they are silver. Oh, Amy. It's like, well, I can't do anything online, only one thing to do. Hey, husbando. His crisp button-up, freshly ironed this morning by yours truly, is dotted with perspiration from having climbed the stairwell. Aaron lifts his forearm slightly and peeks at me. What? Nothing. Were you looking at me? Maybe. His mouth stretches into a wry grin. Like a lovesick teenager. I return a cheeky grin with one of my own, and we gaze at each other like this for a few moments until Aaron speaks again. You know what this reminds me of? What? Remember when we were still dating, that candlelit dinner we had? Yeah. Why don't we do that again? What, right now? Yeah, why not? We've already got the candle part, haven't we? We're halfway there. But... I glance nervously towards the kitchen. The spaghetti I made is likely cold by now, and it's not as if we could warm it up in the microwave. Honestly, going out to eat would probably be a better option food-wise, but we couldn't really do the intimate candlelit thing if we did that. Over my tips again. Don't be afraid to do something else because the romantic ideas never work out. Okay. Yeah, we can always do candlelight again when it's not power outage. Ugh, and also, who would want to eat cold pasta? That's kind of nasty anyway, so maybe let's just do that another time. I made spaghetti and it's probably cold now. Ew, cold pasta. I know. Anyway, you know that new Thai place down the road? I think it's finally open. Cool, I love Thai. So let's just put a pin in this candlelit dinner thing and eat Thai instead, alright? But... Aaron hesitates, clearly disappointed. I mean, the mood just feels right. Oh, so that's Aaron. I mean, the mood just feels right. I'm afraid that if we go out, we might... not feel like it later. Eyeing him impishly, I reach out and take his face in my hands. That won't be a problem, I promise. His mouth stretches into a grin and he agrees. You won't have cold pasta ruining the mood. We could quickly throw on our coats and lace our shoes, then we're out the door. Ooh. This Thai restaurant looks exactly like the other restaurant, the French one. The Thai restaurant is surprisingly sparsely populated. The hostess offhandedly mentions that many must not realize they're open yet. We're seated at what's clearly one of the best tables in the restaurant, located parallel to a large flat-screen TV mounted to the wall. A football game is playing in high definition. Aaron presses his palm to his forehead upon seeing it. I totally forgot about the game tonight. Work fried my brain. Even if you had remembered, we couldn't have watched it at home because the power was out. You're right. Wow, I'm glad we decided to go out. Good thinking. I smile knowingly. Yeah, I'm pretty awesome. Good job, girl. Since the restaurant has so few patrons, the food arrives quickly, and we enjoy a nice evening of conversation, punctuated by the occasional victorious cry from Aaron whenever his team manages to score. Afterwards, we head home, and I make good on my promise. Good girl. Look at that 100-o. Stop watching cat videos and focus on your book, Amy. Amy! Oh my god, Amy! Okay, okay, I'll focus on my book, though. Maybe I can go for another run. It says that I'm only going to be at 8 energy. I somehow don't... Oops. I somehow don't believe it. Well, maybe. Alright, well, we'll start. I feel pumped, like I could do another loop around the park. Is this what an adrenaline rush feels like? I wrote a lot of words. More words. I'm actually working on my book instead of cleaning to get diligent. So, that's probably better. Let's see. Romance. Probably yoga class. And I should have a... go for a run in the middle. Okay, we'll do that. Yay for yoga. Doop. 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 Hey, another scene. Ooh. I hear the apartment door swing open, prompting me to check the digital clock in the corner of my laptop screen. Oh, it's that late already? Huh. I downsize an article ranking the internet's cutest cats and bring up the Word document containing my book. Now Aaron will never know how incompetent and easily distracted I am during the day. Unless he checks my browsing history, that is. Better delete that, just in case. All of a sudden, I hear the reverberations of an acoustic guitar echoing throughout the house. The player keeps messing up his riff and starting over again, playing the same chords over and over. Is Aaron streaming music? Like, really bad music with an inept guitar player? Amy, can you just get in here already? Oh, snap! Oh, snap. I obey, entering into the living room to find Aaron proudly standing with an acoustic guitar hanging limply around his neck. Ta-da! Oh, so you're the horrible guitarist. What? I mean, what a nice surprise! Wow! I'm a little rusty, I know, but I think it should be easy enough to pick up again. It's like riding a bike. How long has it been? Well, I sold it when we ran into that first bit of financial trouble, so... It's amazing how bad you've gotten in such a short amount of time. Amy, this is terrible. Hey now, I don't think you've got much room to talk. You're musically brain dead. Remember when you tried to take band in middle school? I went through every instrument they had to offer and couldn't get the knack for any of them. What did the teacher call you again? Aaron smiles wryly, already knowing the answer. Pufferfish. Because you always puffed my cheeks. That's right, and I'll thank you not to insult me anymore. Fine. What's for dinner anyway? I'm starving. Oh, I totally lost track of time. I haven't even started on it yet. Ah, you've been having a productive day, I take it. Yeah. Very productive in the way of familiarizing myself with popular cats online. I can now boast that my knowledge of Grumpy Cat is above average. Nice. Aaron props his leg onto the couch ottoman and uses it to support the guitar, then resumes playing. Well, I won't keep you. I'll just be right here. He speaks dreamily, clearly only half aware as he fingers the strings. Right. The sound of the acoustic is a welcome departure from the usual quietness that envelops the apartment. I cook dinner with a noticeable bounce in my step, and even Aaron seems to be in a more joyous mood than normal. Well, I've got to get back to writing. I push up from the table and place my dirty dishes in the sink for Aaron to wash later. I did the cooking, so he cleans up. It's only fair. Cool. He too moves from the table and grabs the neck of the guitar, then recommences his playing. I return to the laptop and attempt to write, but the resounding chords leave me unable to formulate a decent thought. Irritated, I close the door, but it only slightly muffles the sound. I wasn't able to get much of anything done this morning, but after dinner was supposed to be crunch time for me. If I can't write something substantial now, then today will have been wasted, and I've wasted far too many days already. God, what should I do? I mean, if she's gonna be polite, that'll be good. Because she'll just get more and more irritated and then snap at him later. And he'll be like, what? You won't stop playing that damn guitar. We'll try this. I just can't afford to lose another day. I'm already way behind on this book, and my best thoughts usually come to me at night. This is the time of day when I'm usually able to accomplish the most, and Aaron knows it. He'll understand. You and me both, Amarantha. I exit the small office and re-enter the living room, leaning against the edge of the couch as I speak. Can you, not play that right now? Why? Don't you like it? It's not that. It's just hard to collect my thoughts with the music is all. Aaron's mouth twitches into an annoyed frown, drawing my ire. Aaron, I know this is our home, but it's also my workspace. I'm sure you don't have distractions like this at the bank, right? Look at it from my perspective and try to understand. Writing isn't just some hobby. It's my career. It's my career, or you're hindering that? And it's my career, and you're hindering that. And by that logic, you're costing us money. Does it make more sense when I put it in financial terms, Mr. Hotshot Banker? I understand, but you don't have to patronize me. I'm sorry. It's just... sometimes it seems like you don't really understand, even though you say that you do. It's just frustrating because our work schedules are so off. You're able to relax while I'm at work, but when I come home, that's your prime work time or whatever. It seems like whenever I try to unwind with TV or music or something, you get mad and yell at me. I get that it's important. Really, I do, but sometimes I feel like you prioritize the book over me. Can you at least devote a few hours at night to me instead of your book? I miss you, Amy. Aww, I'm glad I picked this option. Sometimes it just feels like we're roommates who occasionally bump into each other. How depressing is that? He runs his hand through his hair and lets out a heavy sigh. His voice catches as if he's about to start up again, but he merely bites his lip and remains silent. I lower myself onto the couch, mulling over his words in my head. As much as I hate to admit it, there's a lot of truth there. I have been a bit unfeeling towards his needs, using my book as an excuse. I've been unfair. You're right. Really? You're admitting that I'm right? Can I get that in writing? I want to frame it and put it up on the wall. I don't want it to go to your head. Hanging it up will serve as a source of inspiration. You might hope that you'd be right again in the future, which is unlikely. You're so good at keeping my ego in check. What would you ever do without me? Have a shred of self-respect, maybe? What an awful existence. I am pleased that the situation has been diffused. Now in a better mood, Aaron grabs the guitar again. Tell me if you remember this one. His fingers pluck the strings and the catchy theme song of a show we watched together as children rings out. A poorly performed rendition of Dragonheart? Poorly? Critics, man. Then Aaron's voice accompanies the music, belting out the song's lyrics. I'm gonna be the greatest, the best to ever be. That would make me the bestest. It's obvious to see. Pursue it with a dragon's heart, don't ever stop. If you do, I'll give your head a bop. Pursue it, leave your friends. They will abandon you in the end. Aaron pauses mid-song. I never realized how depressing the lyrics were until now. Yeah. Not really appropriate for a kid's show now that I think about it. Abandon all your friends, of course. I spring off of the couch and bustle back into the office, plopping down in the desk chair. A concerned Aaron soon appears in the doorway. I mutter the words, only half aware of his presence as I type furiously away. What are you doing? This time his words reach me. Oh, the song just gave me an idea, that's all. I turn back to the computer in order to resume typing, but the fervor that had taken me is lost. What happened? Aaron, the song, play it again. Now? I thought my playing distracted you. Well, now your non-playing is keeping me from writing. Wow, I can never please you, huh? Please just grab your guitar and start playing again. Aye, aye, boss. Aaron spins on his heel and exits, soon returning with guitar in hand. Happy to have my urging, he again belts out the cheesy theme song while I accompany him with the frenzied clacking of my keyboard. I'm able to triple my average word count for the day thanks to Aaron's playing and the inspiring lyrics of a kid show from the 90s. Pursue it! Plus ultra! Absolutely. Well, that's good. Good job, everybody. We did it. Man, I don't have a lot of time left. I've got 12 weeks to get to 100. What happens if I... Like, if I get social and energy down to 0, does it matter? Let's see. What does the outside world look like again? I haven't left the house in so long that I've forgotten. It's okay, girl. You just have to write that book. Let's see. If I get to 50, I have 10 weeks to get to another 50. I can do that. Yeah. Keep going, girl. You don't need a social life. You just need to write forever. Write forever. Another scene! We're going through these scenes so quickly now. Sometimes I like to go to the park to watch cute dogs play. Is that weird? Sounds nice. I understand that this type of behavior would be totally unacceptable if I were watching kids, but some people treat their pets as if they were their children, so that's why I'm wondering. Oh dear. I load up the camera app on my phone and snap a picture of a Chiweenie toddling by in a heart print onesie. A Chiweenie? Is that like a Chihuahua and a wiener dog? I text the pic to Aaron with the caption, "Oh my god, totes adorbs though. I am best wife. Aaron is so lucky to have me." After shoving the device back into my pocket, I turn my attention to a Fopsy Maltese pattering after a frisbee. Oh god, that was most terrifying phone vibration. Weird. Aaron usually doesn't text me back. He's usually left speechless by the cuteness of the pictures I send him, duh. It vibrates again. Wait, a call? Please stop. You want to talk about how cute that puppy was, right? On a scale of 1 to 10, I would put it at a solid squee. I assure you, I did not call you to discuss puppies. Huh? Who is this? Eddie! Oh my goodness, I did not think it was going to be Eddie. Can I go back? Oh my goodness. It's Eddie, your doctor. Look, I know I need to schedule my annual checkup, but I don't appreciate you calling my personal cell phone. Amy. I can almost hear him exasperatedly pinching the space between his eyes. I'm like, I hope nothing's wrong with you guys. And that it's like, you're pregnant. Just listen. Are you sitting down right now? Straightening in my seat, I suddenly become serious. Yeah. What is it? Has something happened? Oh no, it's something worse. It's Gwenda. She's just been hospitalized. Is it serious? Naturally. No one is hospitalized for trivial reasons. Thanks, Eddie. I know, but, I mean, how serious is it? Oh, not very. I roll my eyes and exhale bitterly. Why didn't you say that in the first place?
She's very shaken up. It would be a good idea for you to come down here as soon as possible for her sake.
Of course. There's an awkward pause on the other side of the phone, then Eddie speaks again.
Well, bye.
Click. Eddie was never really good at, well, anything that involves social interaction. Poor Eddie. He was good with you, though. He was good. He was charming. I remember that. I immediately grab my purse and start sprinting towards the hospital, which fortunately only happens to be a few blocks away. When I arrive at its entrance, it occurs to me that I should let Aaron know where I am. I shoot off a quick text message reading, "At the hospital, Gwenda is sick, please come," and then I proceed into the building. After going through the necessary procedures, I'm escorted by a nurse to Gwenda's room. It's that same nurse. My phone buzzes on the way with a new message from Aaron.
So sorry. We'll be there as soon as I can.
Gwenda! I missed you, Gwenda. I enter the room and see Gwenda, looking akin to a frail doll in an oversized bed. An IV hangs from her arm and trails upward to connect with a drip bag. She smiles weakly, clearly drained from the ordeal. Amy, so glad to see you. Although I wish it could have been under better circumstances. Don't say that. Eddie said that it wasn't serious. As if on cue, Eddie strides into the room and interrupts.
Yes, a bit of dehydration mixed with a mild heat stroke while gardening. Nothing a few days of rest in the hospital can't fix. That is, unless the heat stroke caused internal swelling. Then the situation would be quite grim.
Internal swelling?
Oh yes, it's awful. The heat causes your brain and vital organs to swell, oftentimes resulting in permanent damage.
Eddie, I remember you being a lot kinder than this before. What happened to you? But that's uncommon, right?
Oh, you'd be surprised.
So is it possible that... Could Gwenda have...
No. In Gwenda's case, the chances of that are essentially zero. The doctor would have caught it when you were first admitted, unless they were incompetent.
Damn, Eddie. Oh my, that face.
Wait, who checked you when you came in? It wasn't Erickson, was it?
Gwenda sheepishly shakes her head no, and I note a lack of color in her face.
Good. You should be fine, then.
Without another word, Eddie turns on his heel and exits the room. Sheesh. Not being with him really messed him up. Then, what seems like mere moments later, Aaron comes bursting in.
Gwenda, what happened? Are you okay?
It occurs to me that I forgot to tell Aaron why Gwenda was admitted to the hospital when I sent him that text. Oops. It's alright. She was a little dehydrated and had a mild heat stroke. Eddie thinks she'll be fine. Aaron breathes a sigh of relief as he sinks into the armchair next to the window, but his expression soon becomes sour.
Thanks for telling me. I was worried sick.
I was in such a hurry to get here that it slipped my mind. Sorry. He clicks his tongue indignantly and turns his gaze toward the sky outside. I stare at my shoes, embarrassed. Do you have to do this now in front of Gwenda? We could have easily had this conversation in the car on the way home. What's going on between you two, Sharp as a tack, even when recovering from a heat stroke. She always was so helpful for me. What do you mean, Gwenda? Don't give me that. I may be old, but I'm not stupid. Spell it. What's been going on between you two? The last time I saw you, you were crazy about each other. But now you look like you want to rip each other's throats out. Aaron releases a small gasp, surprised at her abruptness. How should I respond? You can't lie to Gwenda. You can't. I guess you could say that we're going through somewhat of a rough patch right now. But what couple doesn't have those, am I right? Aaron shoots me an affronted look from across the room. I don't think he agrees with my decision to answer Gwenda honestly. Suck it up, Buttercup. Gwenda breathes a heavy sigh encumbered with age and wisdom. She tilts her head slightly towards Aaron and smiles dreamily. I remember when you were knee-high to a grasshopper. Aaron looks confused. I translate. She means when you were little.
Oh.
You would come over and insist to play with Amy, so I came to know you as well. But I've noticed you're different than you were, ever since that motorcycle accident.
What are you suggesting? Temporal lobe damage or something? People change with age. They mature. That's all, really. But one thing that will never change is my love for Amy. It's just... the puppy love stage is worn off. That's natural.
Gwenda's pale lips stretched into a smile. Clever boy. That's the answer I wanted to hear. Eddie enters again, this time with a steaming cup of joe in his hand. He takes an uncomfortably long sip, producing a loud slurping sound, and then speaks. Eddie, what has happened to you? Ugh.
I think Gwenda's had enough excitement for one day. You two ought to leave her alone for now. Don't worry, she's in good hands. I'm highly certified.
He uses his right hand to gesture towards the door, inadvertently spilling coffee on his wrist. Ah, that's hot.
Oh, not again. You wouldn't happen to know how to remove coffee stains, would you? I'm running out of unsoiled shirts.
Just run it under cold water right away, and it'll be a lot less, at least. It might even take it out. Have you heard of using egg yolks? Some people swear by it.
No, I haven't. I'll try that, thank you.
A few quiet seconds pass by, and Eddie's expression twists into one of puzzlement, as if he's wondering why we're still here. Taking our cue, Erin and I scuttle out of the sterile hospital room and down to the parking lot. I follow Erin's lead to the car, having walked to the park and then here by myself. The ensuing car ride home is uncomfortable at first. It's clear that we're both still shaken up from the day's events. I reach out and touch his arm, then break the silence at last. That was a good answer you gave back there.
It was the truth.
Do you think there's any merit to what Gwenda was saying? Do you think you've changed? Erin shifts uncomfortably in his seat, then responds.
I don't know. I guess I have. I mean, haven't we all? But I don't feel that different either.
Same here. We're lulled back into the silence that gripped us before, and I spend the remaining duration of the ride absent-mindedly staring out the window and mulling over Gwenda's words. My goodness. Oh, Gwenda, I hope she's gonna be okay, but what happened to Eddie? Oh my goodness, that was so weird. Well, back to writing, I guess.